So a massive welcome to day 8. This, the final game at the Netball World Youth Cup, brought to you from the University of Botswana Indoor Sports Centre. The crowd, they're in from, well, it feels like the whole of Gaborone are in this arena. It is an electrifying atmosphere. They've not stopped singing since the start of the warm-up, and they won't finish until the end of the celebrations, they think. But between them and 9th place lies Zimbabwe, who are also ready on the court to enter. And will the African encounter, be as tight as everyone expects? Well, there's Botswana. That's the team. They are so excited for this encounter, and they're connecting with this crowd who have just been something else. I don't think I've quite heard noise levels like this from any crowd in netball. It is just so special. So the teams: Botswana, goal shooter David, Marib, goal attack, Pawani, wing attack, Simone, centre, Hans, wing defence, Dino, goal defence, Masoto, goalkeeper. Hans is the captain, Botololi Mopi is the coach for Zimbabwe. Goal shooter Bwanali, goal attack Mukwadi, wing attack Chikwenga, centre Moladi, wing defence Nkubi, goal defence Kwaramba, goalkeeper Makusha, the captain Mukwadi, the coach Mutsaudi. And the umpires for today's encounter, well, players are under pressure, our umpires are under pressure, but we've witnessed a fantastic Team White for the World Cup campaign so far. So Louise Travis and Nigel Lim, they will be on the lines today, and the reserve is Tara Warner. So this is the game playing out at the Netball World Youth Cup for placings 9 and 10. So Louise Travis to deliver the ball, and we'll be underway in seconds. So Denise Egan joins me in commentary, and already disruption to Botswana, but again, early nerves.
Yeah, real great turnover, a real flood of Botswana players into the centre third. But a little bit nervous on that catch. Got to keep those eyes wide open. So a lot of pressure on every pass. Simone trying to go for that front ball. So I think, let's just have a look. Something, yes. Goal shooter stepped in, I think, to the goalkeeper. So I think that should be a penalty. It's hard to communicate here. The noise is tremendous.
So Botswana on the attack. Dino looks long. It's probably too long against the pressure of Zimbabwe. And that lady, I think she agrees too. Short game, Botswana. So Dino, she's got to keep herself in this game. Try and avoid any contact obstruction penalties. And Louise Travis just keeping all of this a tidy affair so far. So first goal, Zimbabwe. It was off their centre pass, so chance for Botswana.
That's good defensive pressure from Zimbabwe. And there's an early gain. Is to make it 2, and Dino retrieves it. Great rebound.
So it was a passing error from Dino in the mid-court, but that's just her relentless approach. She was back there fighting to force a turnover. So Simone, can she find Maribe?
Yep. Botswana just need to pull their bodies up, get better vision. See the hands of Zimbabwe defence, and David, that tall timber, she nails it.
To the delight of the crowd, we said X marks the spot, it's down there. We're sure there's a D right in that shooting position of David just then. She doesn't venture far from the post. She's pretty accurate when she gets the ball.
So Mukwadi, goal attack captain for Zimbabwe, puts that one to bed. 2-1, Zimbabwe lead. Botswana. There's that. Seal it in.
So good height advantage, and that will be used. That's David, the shooter for Botswana. So tied game, 2 goals each.
So the coach from Botswana has chosen to put Dino on the goal defence. We normally see her in the goalkeeper role.
So all with centre pass, Zimbabwe 3-2. Nice ball, superb space at the back there, well held by David.
Got the pressure on the arms over. Good vision of the centre. Maladi from Zimbabwe to see the shooter under the post. Step in. We see that often from African goal shooter, goal attacks. So Botswana using the backup centre pass, taking the pressure off the forward line.
So not quite got the angle yet, David, on the goalkeeper, but that gets in. So Makusha not getting the better of David, as she will surely land this next goal. So tied game.
Zimbabwe getting the front position. Defence very good getting around. Very close to a 3-second call there.
So Botswana trailing, still with centre pass to score. Maribe up against it with the challenge and the tight defence from Karamba, the goal defence from Zimbabwe. But that's the ball, Denise, that's working so far into David.
Yes, and it certainly should. We've got a bit of a height advantage. We've got to ensure Botswana make use of that, but Zimbabwe have got to get heavy arms over, force more of an inaccurate pass into David in the goal shooter position.
So Cook Islands, they've quickly changed their kit and they just want to be involved with the dancing. They're supporting the home nation. So how good is that? We see Cook Islands mixed up their gear and they're behind Botswana.
Great long ball to the circle edge.
So getting the break, Zimbabwe on the Botswana centre pass. Zimbabwe 7, Botswana 5, and in possession. So critical time, Botswana. Can they force the error?
Six out of 6 for Magwadi, the Zimbabwe captain. Really pushing hard, Zimbabwe, forcing that long ball to great effect.
So we see the Botswana national dress supported by the Cook Islands headwear. So the crowd exchanging support as Zimbabwe make their move to goal with Magwadi. She's got a superb run sprint into the post.
Hands, great arms over. Unfortunately, we can't capitalise, the Botswana team. Fast transition by Zimbabwe through the mid-court.
And came from out of court there to take that ball, the goal shooter, Bonali. So possession with Hans, the captain. And that's reverse, so it's Zimbabwe ball.
Botswana late to set up for that backline throw-in. Dino, second stage defence. But goal attack Magwadi, that's 8 out of 8. 5-goal lead, Zimbabwe. Perhaps not the start that Botswana might want.
Oh, we don't take any Arsenal supporters at netball, that is for sure. And a good double there, but Nigel Lim just pulls that ball back. That'll be a penalty on the edge of the circle to Botswana.
We're not capitalising on that overhead ball to David. A lot of body on body in there. She must hold strongly and wait for the ball to come over. Oh, fantastic!
What a goal. That's the hot shot. Maribe, she can put the long bomb in, and to the delight of the crowd, margin down to 4.
It's just to bring it this close game back to 3. Can David secure it? And yes, she can.
Oh, fantastic crowd enjoying this comeback. So that was off the Zimbabwe centre pass. So Botswana to come within 2. David, big pressure, and I think she just felt that she was being held a bit there by the Zimbabwe goalkeeper.
Yes, we can see it all from this angle. It's really difficult for the umpires when they're coming round that back line.
So much to see. It's so hard, isn't it, when you've got 4 players right in front of you as an umpire as well. So doing a great job, our team white on court.
Not enough pressure from Dino at goal defence to stop this goal attack. Magwadi, the captain of Zimbabwe. Great shared shooter role.
So Zimbabwe doing all they can to disrupt. Some good solid defence from Nkubi on the wing defence for Zimbabwe. Kwaramba the goal defence, and Makusha tracking hard on the front position of all the Botswana attack. So what can David do up against it? Good take. She'll really need to hold strong. And we've just got a bit of a contest going on in that circle, and David just smiles it through. Important she stays really composed.
Yes, I just think she needs to get herself a better angle so that she can protect herself as the ball comes through the air. So she's taking the ball away from the defender's hands.
Bawani looks long to Maribe. Quick offload to David, but too much on that. And as you said, Denise, the angle's not clear enough for the feeder, and it's allowing the defence to move around.
And Bobby being very patient. Some good quick passes.
And there we see Molly Rome, the president of the International Netball Federation, with the Minister of Sport and Culture from Botswana. Both of them really looking on, enjoying this African contest. As it stands at the moment, Zimbabwe with a 7-goal lead. So Maribe calls time. She will leave the court. We've got changes in the defending end. We'll get them to you as soon as we possibly can. And goal attack, Sewa Getso, she comes on and replaces Maribe. Good response by David. So 6 goals the difference.
Yes, we're probably into the last minute of this first quarter. Botswana 9, Zimbabwe 15, and a footwork call. Can the Botswana bring the ball through the court? It could really do with another goal. Not to be.
So that's the quarter time as the players leave the court. It is 15 goals to Zimbabwe, 9 to Botswana. So 6 goals the margin. Botswana, they've made a comeback from 10 goals. So changes adrift. I'm sure they might think about what they put on the front line, and we'll bring all changes to you as soon as we receive them from our officials on court side. To confirm then, Zimbabwe 15, Botswana 9. 45 minutes left of netball. We'll be back shortly for an exciting second quarter. Join us then.
I'm only living life to the fullest. I can see the difference. I'm improving day in and day out. I'm doing the most from the team. Logo to Copello. Kalija Parana Buta Paranek. Java Java Power Aditi Banek. Gabuera Urupa Jaco Tupe. Like Saliman. Wabukue. Naguarana, Peruarana, victory shall come. Tuzarana, Shunarana, victory shall come.
We are moving, we are rising high. Pushing boundaries, we are soaring high. It's the time of the year, and we at it again. Just believe that you can. Become whatever you see in your head. The time is now, we can never look back. When the going is time, we top it back. On to win, you should never lose that. So fell up in little time, but you relax.
Put on my party and double pie.
So welcome back for the second quarter of this, the 9th, 10th placing match at the Netball World Youth Cup. Zimbabwe all out on court, Botswana making their way. Some changes. We see Dino, she's moved back to goalkeeper. Di Patello for Botswana at goal defence. Change up in the shooting line. So David supported now by Selogetso, the goal attack.
So an early catching error from Botswana. Got to try and stay in contention, to keep in this game, keep the scores close together.
So disruption there from Di Patello. Penalty on the edge of the circle to Zimbabwe. Oh, penalty shot.
I think that was a goal scored by the goal attack, taking the score to 16-9.
So Zimbabwe again, Dino back in that favoured position. Shooter steps in. So Dino disrupts. It's 16 goals to Zimbabwe, 9 to Botswana.
Really impressed with the defensive unit through the midcourt from Zimbabwe, all over the ball carrier on the front position. Botswana struggling to get this ball through easily. Puts them back on the defensive, and that's good pressure. Now they have to work hard, giving some options as they penetrate the attacking third.
So contact against the goalkeeper. It was a feisty contest in quarter one, and Makusha, she's caught on the penalty. Overcooked that one, so Selogetso, but David gets the penalty now.
So Selogetso coming on at the goal attack. Can she keep penetrating that circle, making the draw, leaving the position, and that was much better from David.
So hashtag we deserve top 8. That's what the locals think. They missed out narrowly. 0.02. in relation to them going through to the top 8, and if they'd have scored one more goal, all would be different. So good work, good movement towards the ball from the goal attack from Zimbabwe. Opened up for the shooter, Bwanali, under the post. So too much on that one, and it's getting risky, Denise, that high ball, isn't it, with the defence of Zimbabwe?
Yes, it certainly is. They need to perhaps get the ball to the goal attack as she penetrates into the circle, and then at least we can get an out and in or a swing, getting the ball on the draw to the goal attack, and then open up the shooter under the post.
Oh, Dino, great work, just couldn't keep that in play.
So that's good. The Zimbabwe goal attack just pulling out, giving a little bit of space for the ball to move through. They're very, very clever with their court craft. And there's another one for Magwadi. 7-goal difference here. Looks like Simone's going off from the centre position. Some fresh legs on for Botswana. It's centre. Might be just what they need.
So we'll bring those changes to you from the mid-court of Botswana. And Simone, she stays at centre. The change at wing attack. And it's never on a wing attack for Botswana. So not able to get that ball through to David on that tight double defence from Zimbabwe.
Hans, the captain of Botswana, really trying to force error, and there it comes. Great interception. So Botswana fighting back. It's what we like to see.
And great work, Sewagetso, just couldn't land the shot after such good work through from the mid-court.
Zimbabwe bench are delighted with their performances. 8 up. Soon to make it 9.
So speed of ball, speed of movement of the players from Zimbabwe in the attacking unit. Just too much for the Botswana defence.
Some good principles from Zimbabwe. Great accuracy of pass and movement, timing into the space. Taking this game away a little bit.
So chance for Botswana. It's a 10-goal margin. Just not connecting well, Denise.
No, Zimbabwe, give them their due. They're putting an awful lot of pressure over the ball carrier and to the first mover, forcing a long pass that's been easily intercepted by Zimbabwe. And these shooters have been very, very accurate.
So this time Simone calls the timeout. There will be a change, and it looks like Hans will go to centre.
I don't think that youngster could believe that was her on the screen. Having to take a second look.
Dino back to goal defence. So Selegetso on the goal attack, high ball again to David.
That was a much better angle. Opening up her body position to the post. Easy for the feeders to read that pass. So they have to wait for the whistle, and there it goes. Much better response from David on the goal shooter for Botswana. Still 11-goal lead. They've got to work a lot harder. Get on the front of the attackers. Stopping that front cut penetration that Zimbabwe are very good at. There we see it again on the front. Nothing lifted.
So Never doing all she can on the wing attack with Hans, trying to get this ball through to a position where they can offload to David, but a penalty again against the goalkeeper. So saves the day with the rebound. 13 goals to Botswana, 24 to Zimbabwe. So home alone under the post, the Zimbabwe goal shooter, and that is Bwanali.
So 10 goals to Zimbabwe, 4 to Botswana this quarter. We need to keep slotting them in. 10-5. Need a concerted effort in the defence right through the court if they're going to make their mark on Zimbabwe. There it goes, working the front.
So we see Maribe back at goal attack.
That's a much better feed. Nice and lofted. Making it easy for David to pull it in. We need a bit more accuracy on that feed. Maribe certainly has that.
So the lineup now for Botswana, 2 timeouts and changes. David stays at goal shooter. Maribe, she's back on at goal attack. Never wing attack. Kasodi on at wing defence. Hans moves to centre. Dino goal defence, Masoto goalkeeper. So far Zimbabwe, no changes.
There he is, Travis just setting the penalty. Lovely high ball, much easier for the shooter David to get it in. Have we got a change in momentum here? Botswana certainly need it.
So the long bomb goes in, finds David. So 2 quick goals for Botswana. 11 goal difference, it's 26 goals to 17. Timed out. That's better defensive pressure from Botswana. Just forcing wide, forcing Zimbabwe away from the ball. So keeper hits the deck, Makusha. So moving into final minutes, our clock won't be accurate with the timeouts. Oh, almost a goal from Hans on the outside. Remember the rules. If that had have gone through, it would have been just play on.
Coaching team egging on Zimbabwe as Botswana is squeezing this gap closer and closer. On the goal defence again. That's another interception. Last ball in, forces passing error. Can't pull it in, David.
Good speed, Kwaramba, the goal defence. So Botswana in possession. Can't help but think if this goes in, Botswana are really, truly back into this game.
Yeah, David, great screen.
So it's back to 7 goals. That's Marib. She's entered the court. Zimbabwe not looking as happy as they did 5 minutes ago.
And Botswana picked the pace up. Much better defence. They need to get across for that straight line ball. It's coming in too easily. The crowd know it.
So some tightening in defence required at the interval from Botswana. Mix up of tactic. But that ball will not get in with the tight double, so Botswana need to patiently take that through to the circle edge.
You can see a Spider-Man face there. There he is. So we're in the last minute of this quarter. 28 goals to Zimbabwe, 19 to Botswana.
Oh, great take. And it was out of court, so from Zimbabwe, so throw in. That'll be Masoto to take. Clock's running down.
It's interesting from the Botswana coaching team, not holding up any timers.
So that's half time, and she doesn't look so happy, but a bit of a comeback from Botswana. It's Zimbabwe 28, Botswana 19. Still edging momentum with Zimbabwe, and it's all to play for in the second half. But as it stands at the moment, Botswana trailing what has been a very competitive side from Zimbabwe. They're tight on the defence, and they're not letting Botswana get that ball through to David as easily as previous games. So we'll be back in 10 minutes for the second half of this, the placing game for 9th and 10th position.
I'm only living life to the fullest. I can see the difference. I'm improving day in and day out. I'm doing the most from the team all over to Copello. College Parana, Buta Paranek, Java Java Power, Aditi Vanek, Gabuera, Urupa Jaco Tupe, like a Saliman, Wabukue, Naguarana, Penuarana, victory shall come. Tuzarana, Sonarana, victory shall come.
We are moving, we are rising high, pushing boundaries, we are soaring high. Victory, victory, victory is in our blood. Victory, victory, victory is in our blood. It's the time of the year, and we at it again. Just believe that you can become whatever you see in your head. The time is now, we can never look back. When the going is out, we top it back. Go on to win, you should never lose that. So fell up in Louis, top it, you relax.
Kutama fati ngababa, rafi ababa, abafazi batalabon, bakaka bangit, bonne bakupaneti mabali. Kilitabo mono wa kamerafe, rekapile kameba, kapila kabota, shahome bakupaneti mabali. Parisano tadi chaba mabali. Kutama fati ngababa, rafi abapala.
Let's go! Up, 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 come on! Oh, guys, come on. Don't you feel this match? Don't you feel this tournament? This is the NWIC 2017 for the first time in Africa, but the very first international tournament in Botswana. Can you guys feel it? Come on! Let's do this! Hashtag! Hashtag! One more time! Hashtag! Now that's more like it! One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Team Botswana! And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Team Zimbabwe! Ladies and gentlemen, let's take this time to appreciate our sponsors, Botswana Government, Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Sports, Culture and Development, Botswana National Sports Commission, University of Botswana,
Botswana, NASCAR, Botswana Post, Botswana Television, Spa Botswana, West Indies, Nashua Botswana, the Brandham Hotel, Crystal Lodge, Ehedi, Sky Girl, Botswana National Youth Center, Mind Q, Perspective Sports Magazine, International Working Group on Women in Sports, Davidas Apila Ursulis, LMS, Botswana National Productivity Center, Brand Botswana, Botswana Communication Regulatory Authority, Inception Communication, Botswana Innovation Hub, Botswana Society Hospital, Cyber Express, Botswana National Olympics Committee, Medical Rescue Botswana, BenDan Photography, First National Bank, Botswana Defense Force, Botswana Police Services, Botswana University of Agriculture and Natural Resources, the Botswana, which is the chief sponsor, at Gilbert. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Team Botswana. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Team Zimbabwe. Hashtag! 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 I can't hear you! Hashtag! Hashtag! Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Botswana and Zimbabwe are battling for scores 9 and 10 of the NWIC 2017. These are two of the 4 African countries who are competing in this tournament. And whoever wins this match will be ranked position 9, and the loser or the one team that does not win this match will be ranked
Welcome back for quarter 3 of this, the game between Botswana and Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, they've got a good, strong lead. It's 28 goals to 19. And Botswana, well, it's got to be a clinical 30 minutes of netball if they want to close down this score.
So 2-0, early lead again. Zimbabwe really pushing ahead. They looked very lively at half-time. They stayed on the bench. They've been out on the court, refreshing their legs and their movements, whereas Botswana sat on the bench. David's back on the goal shooter position, trying to egg her team, urging them on. You need to get turnover. You're going to keep in contention.
So Botswana not really happy with the performance so far. Coaching staff as well, just trying to get them back in this game, swing the momentum from Zimbabwe. As David marks the spot, she always will put that ball in from that position.
There's the shooter working that double lead to the top and the base. Full attack, still not happy, wants to get closer. There's the African style with that step in. They've been more successful. Accuracy in their shooting.
Oh, good roll, almost there though. The goalkeeper, that's Makusha from Zimbabwe, but strength by David.
So Zimbabwe maintaining this 10-goal difference. Great ball and drive by Dino on the goal defence. 2-ball played to David.
So good ball in, and still a 10-goal margin. Zimbabwe centre pass. Good pressure by Hans, the centre for Botswana.
She's trying very hard, forcing the centre. Maladi from Zimbabwe forward to the ball. She's very tall, Maladi, for a centre. Gains a lot of advantage on her vision. There you see it. Can't quite pull it in.
Ball out, Dino takes it quickly, and so Dino, just to clarify what happened there, she took the throw in, but the goalkeeper for Botswana, Masoto, was out of court, and to take the throw in legally within the rules, all players, apart from the one taking the throw in, must be on court.
There we saw a picture of the sisters there. I'm sure they got their rosary beads out for Botswana. They need every help they can at the moment. It's getting a bit niggly.
So Marib looks for David, timing slightly out for David. That's why she's forced a little bit further away, but gets the penalty. Ten-goal game, and Zimbabwe not really in any rush to collect the loose ball, to get it for the centre pass.
So at the moment, looks like it's a done deal for Zimbabwe. An awful lot of pressure on the pass for Botswana. They need to make some impact. Things are getting a bit physical in there.
So David coping well with the pressure there. Real contest, feisty contest, as Botswana take their goals tally to 25 with this disruption. Can they get to within 9?
Players trying to stay fresh, using the bikes, keeping the blood flowing around their bodies, so they're ready to come back on when needed. Much better from David, stronger position on the hold.
So in possession, Botswana centre pass, oh dear, and that could have brought them to within 8. So on the defence again, Dino quickly tracks back to pick up Mukwadi, the captain, at goal attack.
This is where Zimbabwe have been very successful. That front body position on the defence, not letting the aerial ball go. So still 10-goal difference.
Good hands. So there we see Northern Ireland. They finished their campaign and they're watching, enjoying the atmosphere. Northern Ireland, they played against Barbados today. Barbados beat them 54-42. So Barbados finished 15th, Northern Ireland 16th. Classic Dino, great intercept. Good take, Dino. So Dino, she's holding high in the circle, but just opens out too soon, and she's got to watch the goal defence moving in and the goalkeeper. So good defensive work, rewarded possession quickly up to the shooters for Zimbabwe.
Can't but feel Botswana, the tiredness and fatigue is sometimes there. Instead of making 1 or 2 passes, they're trying for that longer ball. With this tight Zimbabwe defence, it's not been successful. So a bit of coolness needed in the head. Work the ball, work the ground, give and go, make the movements to take the ball through. And that's what Zimbabwe are doing. They've been very successful with it. Very clever. Using the pivot, out and in, and the lunge back to get closer.
Chance.
Botswana's chance to bring this to a closer gap, keeping them in contention. Still 20 minutes of this match to be played. Takes a step in, David nails it.
Playing really safe netball, Zimbabwe not taking any risks as they continue just to build towards the goal.
Good front defence by the centre, Maladi from Zimbabwe. She's been a force to be reckoned with. Her great height and athleticism. She's often intercepted a lot of balls in the mid-court, and she brings that ball safely through with the rest of her team. Great possession game by Zimbabwe. I'm sure the coaches are very pleased. Going a bit quiet with the Botswana crowd. So the goalkeeper being talked to by the umpire. Just keeping it tidy.
So timeout called by Louise Travis, and that looks like hands limping off the court. That's the captain for Botswana. Oh, sorry, that's no. She looks like hands. It's for Sodi, the wing defence. Hands stays at centre. And that is Simone coming on to replace her.
There you can see Zimbabwe in green really tracking hard, keeping with the movers of Botswana, making every pass very difficult. Not getting much penetration, and that's a better ball in. Limstein to bring it back, retake it.
So gets the penalty, and David, she lands the shot. So 12 goals the margin. Zimbabwe on the front foot, Botswana caught chasing. And it's Zimbabwe that seem to have the higher intensity on court as we watch this third quarter play out.
Yes, they've certainly been relentless in their positioning to get onto the front of the defender, keeping the game short, not enabling Botswana to get on their hands between the passer and the attacker. That was a good passage of play.
Good linkage, good connections. So when they do get the front position on the Zimbabwe defence, the ball moves nicely through to goal. So 12 goals, 42 to Zimbabwe, 30 to Botswana.
That was a lovely collection with the one-handed catch from the goal shooter Bonali for Zimbabwe. And certainly couldn't ask for more from the Zimbabwe attacking team. Often see through the court more than 2 offers.
So Marib with the penalty, and then comes to David under the post.
Right, turnover Botswana, the crowds are roaring, trying to get the Botswana team, and there's a loose pass again. Really significant of what's been happening with this Botswana mid-court unit.
So to confirm the changes for Botswana in quarter 3, it's Puani who's leading the way at wing attack, and as we know, the Simone on at wing defence. 12 goals the margin. Zimbabwe look the most composed, taking the time to work this ball safely through to a shooting opportunity.
Yep, we're in that last minute, 44-31, Zimbabwe lead. And Botswana centre pass, and the whistle goes.
So that's the end of quarter 3. A fine performance again from Zimbabwe. Relentless in their defensive pressure and accurate in their passing to goal. So it's a 44-goal-31 game. Botswana look like they're fading. Some tired legs just making the way over to the bench. So we'll be back in a few minutes for the last 15 minutes of the Netball World Youth Cup 9th, 10th placing match between the host nation Botswana and African rivals Zimbabwe.
I'm only living life to the fullest. I can see the difference. I'm improving day in and day out. I'm doing the most from the team all over to Kopelelo. Parana buta paranik, Java Java power aditivanik, Gabuera Urupa Jaco Tupe, Gagesalinwan, Wabukuwe, Naguarana, Peruarana, victory shall come. Tuarana, Sonarana, victory shall come.
We are moving, we are rising high, pushing boundaries, we are soaring high. Victory, victory, victory is in our blood. Victory, victory, victory is in our blood.
So welcome back for the final 15 minutes as Louise Travis and Nigel Lim indicate the 30 seconds. Zimbabwe out on court first, Botswana trailing and also trailing on the scoreline. 13 goals, not the game we expected. Crowds a little bit quiet as well. It's been a fantastic campaign for Botswana so far, but this game just too much from Zimbabwe to contend with, and we hope, like this crowd, the home crowd, everyone at home is enjoying the live stream. We know Gary Burgess, the umpire manager from England Netball, is enjoying this game too. He tells us he's got a glass of fizz as well. We're very jealous in commentary, aren't we, Denise?
We certainly are. I'm sure he'll always a few beers anyway. He loves listening, he loves watching, he loves coaching umpires, and it's all credit to all the officials that we have to support the netball here these 9 days.
We've had great Team White, our umpires. We've been impressed with them. I'm sure they learn lots. They've run the lines really well through this campaign, and it's day 8, and there's been some fantastic netball made possible by our umpires too. So Botswana, what can they do?
Zimbabwe 45, Botswana 31. It's a big ask. Have they got anything left in the tank to keep this ball out? They've been very clever, the Zimbabwe, keeping the game short, really driving forward. Front ball option, ball side every time.
So real intensity, African rivalry, physicality out there, contests all over the court. It's what we expected. However, Zimbabwe, they hold strong and retain a 15-goal lead. And we can talk about 10-goal margins, but 15, Denise, probably just too much when Zimbabwe are showing great composure and confidence.
They certainly have. We've seen a lot of cool heads out there, but a lot of fast legs. They've really made an effort to keep the game short. No lifted balls, and there you can see getting in the line of the passer and the receiver. This lady here playing in centre, Muladi, has been most influential for Zimbabwe. So there you see, she gets the ball lifted for the wing defence to come and have another chew at it. And Barbie very good, changing their body angles, seeing the ball. Yep, seeing the ball, seeing where the ball might be passed through. We have a triangle of green around the ball carrier.
So 3 interceptions in a row for Zimbabwe just tells you something else as Hans, the captain, goes down on court. She'll be calling a timeout, and she will no doubt be going off with an injury there. She has to leave the court, so she'll be replaced. So not what we want to see. Hans, a tremendous leader. She opened out this Netball World Youth Cup at the captain's call, gave a superb and passionate, inspiring speech representing all the nations. So we wish her well as she moves to the bench, and we hope that she recovers.
So never comes on at centre for Botswana. A substitution for Hans. And is that a possession? Not quite sure.
So just getting some ice there on the ankle, it looks like, a knee, so yes. We wish her well. Botswana, they'll play out this game without their captain on court, but it's just been a big ask for them.
Yeah, Hans has worked tirelessly. She started in the wing defence position. She's moved into the centre role. She's been relentless bringing this ball through the mid-court, but they've really struggled against the defensive lineup of Zimbabwe. Really good tactics.
So still receiving treatment there, Hans. We do wish her well. She's been a standout performer in this game.
And there we can see that tall strength of the centre, Maladi from Zimbabwe. Most impressed by full team defence from the Greens. There it goes, out and in, secures to get it closer. Botswana just struggling to keep their feet moving, getting caught on the body.
So, as we wait for the ball to come into play again, Sneveru retrieves it. Zimbabwe possession. So, footwork error, chance for Botswana. Finishing strong is always a positive in a campaign like this. So, the home nation to thrill the crowd with a final 9 minutes of netball.
A little bit of over eagerness, the goalkeeper on David. Louise Travis, with her keen eyes, sees it all. Botswana needed that goal. Get them back into this game. Zimbabwe transition from stage 1 to 2 to 3, I've been most impressed with. Quick recovery after marking to then go into denial position, ensuring a great difficulty is had by Botswana. They found it very difficult to penetrate this Zimbabwe defence. Zimbabwe get this bonus. It's this penetration through the mid-court. They can see tired legs, not able to pull it in. Zimbabwe build it up.
So fatigue just brings a lack of concentration, and it's been a massive tournament for Botswana. They've lifted the crowd, they've produced some quality netball just like that, getting the intercepts, and they've been through some tight games to come out victorious. The likes of Jamaica they've taken on and beaten, so that eventually will take its toll. So Botswana leading into their last 7.5 minutes of netball.
Yes, the whole pool they were in has certainly been closely contested, with Uganda in there as well. It wasn't until the last game that a decision was to be made on who was to go through in first, second and third placings.
So change on the goal attack for Botswana.
That's good driving forward. 2 leads, 2 offers to the ball. Much better for Botswana. Nice offload. I just have a feeling it's all coming a bit late.
So for Sodi, back on the wing defence for Botswana.
So Louise Travers speaking to the centre. A little bit too eager. Causing disruption on the circle edge. So gets a little bit of a talking to.
Oh, great offload there from the goal attack, McQuarrie.
Very good timing. Quick release into the space.
So Dino again disrupts. Come on, Botswana, finish strong for this crowd. They're animated. They just want to see a good, positive finish. But again, credit to Zimbabwe. Strong and relentless in defence.
Yeah, Botswana need to take a little bit more care, see when there's a double defence on the tall goal shooter, moving the ball around the circle edge, just like Zimbabwe are doing to great effect. Dino takes the rebound again.
Oh, now finish, David. Yes, she does. That's better. That's the noise we've come to listen to. And our little supporters still enjoying themselves. The smiles, they're infectious in Botswana. The goal attack just falls to the ground. And she's taken a little bit of a knock there, so she'll leave the court, and Sewagetso, she'll replace her. It's all just proving a little bit too much today for the Botswana players.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. But they're very, very tired. They put up in their pool, they put everything into getting into the top 12.
So Sewagetso, she leaves the court. David lands another, strong as. David, she's coped with the pressure, but just too much for the team today. So, goal attack, McQuarrie, the captain, lands another goal as Zimbabwe extend their lead to 52 goals, Botswana 38. 14 goal margin. Oh, nice roll, just overcooked that one. Sewagetso, so back on the defence, Botswana. Give us a wave. Botswana supporters in the house. And there'll be an action-packed crowd in this, the University of Botswana's indoor sports centre. I think any team playing tomorrow would just want to adopt this crowd. So whoever you're supporting, take a look at the schedule and check out the games which will commence tomorrow. And in terms of African timing, Uganda versus Scotland at 10, Jamaica v South Africa at 12, England versus Fiji at 2, and New Zealand versus Australia at 4. So one of the Botswana players have left the court there. She's gone off on a stretcher, so we wish her well. We hope that she recovers. And this has been a very tight contest, and so we know that it's taken its toll on some of the Botswana players, but Celebetso, she's left on a stretcher. We wish her well.
It's great to see 4 nations from the African continent be in the top 10, Anita.
Yeah, absolutely great to ensure so many African nations, their netball, this continent, have embraced netball, its development over the last decade, and they've made their mark on the world stage, no doubt. So 4 teams playing off in the top 10. Fantastic achievement for Africa netball. And we were fortunate to work with 36 Botswana coaches at the beginning of this campaign, just before the World Cup, and they were just something special. They want the learning, they want the development, they're right behind netball in Botswana. So this is not the end of Botswana. There'll be more to come, particularly now they've got their indoor arena. They'll be starting to look to host some matches in the years ahead. Test matches, ranking table, put them both together with the passion of Botswana, and I reckon they'll be on the map pretty soon at the open age group.
So as Zimbabwe take this game into the last closing minute of a thrilling, very hard challenge game, we have a scoreline of 54-40 to Zimbabwe. The shooters have been relentless, accuracy high, passing and movement has been a real team effort from Zimbabwe.
So some disappointed fans in the crowd, but it's been a fantastic day of netball, and this one a good solid physical encounter, managed safely by the umpires Louise Travis and Nigel Lim. And as we close out the game, this will be the final minute of netball being played by the home nation Botswana. They've thrilled the crowds have thrilled us with their wonderful spirit. So David, can she retrieve this one? Chance, put a ball away. She does. So breaking there, chance for Dino to work this ball quickly down, long ball, and that's time. Zimbabwe, they celebrate, they finish 9th in this, the Netball World Youth Cup. Botswana, disappointment, but they will be placed 10th. A top 10 finish, they should be proud. Zimbabwe, fantastic performance tonight against the home nation, against the 8th player, a big few thousand strong crowd right behind their national team. So there'll be some disappointments. The teams just come together at the end, thank each other, and Zimbabwe, they go to thank their supporters. Botswana just need to regroup themselves and get themselves together. Let the dancing begin. That's Zimbabwe. They're strutting the dance moves. There they go. There will be a player of the match from Botswana, sponsored by Spar Supermarkets, and that will be announced by the sports presentation team. But look at that. Fantastic show, Zimbabwe. Netball and the dancing. So good to see that Botswana have got themselves out on court to thank the crowds. Really good spirit. David, she's been a stalwart figure for Botswana. So Botswana regroup themselves.
It's great to see the camaraderie, the shaking of hands, the high fives.
So Hans, she will be player of the match as she makes her way through. Players gave everything, nothing left in the tank at all. So there she goes. She's played 45 plus minutes of netball, worked incredibly hard. Just wasn't to be for the captain today and her team, but they'll take great pride from this campaign. They'll be disappointed in this result, but overall they achieved so much for netball in Botswana, and we'll leave you with the dancing of Zimbabwe and over to the replays, followed by the interviews with the captains. So stay around, listen to what the captains have to say about this very tight encounter. We've enjoyed commentary. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the final day, day 9 of the Netball World Youth Cup.
I'm only living life to the fullest. I can see the difference. I'm improving day in and day out. I'm doing the most from the team. Victory shall come. Victory shall come.
We are moving, we are rising high, pushing boundaries, we are soaring high. Victory, victory, victory is in our blood. Victory, victory, victory is in our blood. It's the time of the year, and we at it again. Just believe that you can become whatever you see in your head. The time is now, we can never look back. When the going is out, we top it back. On to when you should never lose that. So fell up in with top, but you relax.
Kutama fati ngababa, merafi ababa, abafazi batala bon, bahaga bangit, bomne bakupaneti mabale. Kilitabo mono waka merafi, rekapile kameba, repila kabota, shabomne bakupaneti mabale. Parisano tadichaba.
That is how the epic encounter of the two neighbors in Botswana and Zimbabwe ends. Zimbabwe getting a more respectable position of position 9 when Botswana goes home with another respectable position, I would say, position 10. You realize that these are teams that have played each other many a times, especially at the senior level. But today's encounter, I can tell you, was one more much in the middle of the court where Zimbabwe was up in grabs for every ball that came across. That is how I saw it. But anyway, I have the two coaches here who are going to be telling us as to how they saw the game unfolding from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. Here next to me is the Botswana coach, who I would want to hear her views. Coach, today's encounter, another lesson for the girls, I am sure. a very physical and fast-paced game, especially in the middle of the court.
Yes, indeed, a physical and fast-paced game. No surprise, we expected that because we know how Zimbabwe plays. But I think at the end of it, Zimbabwe wanted it more than we did. That's my view. They fought more for it. We gave our balls away, a lot of balls that we gave away. We marked and then gave the balls away. When they got the ball, they utilized it.
A lot of unforced errors that characterized today's game. Was it about panic, the stage, position? What was it?
That's exactly my point. I don't know whether it was the anxiety to get position 9, because we had talked about playing our own game and perhaps doing just slowly containing when we've got possession, making sure that we utilize the ball, because it's something that's happened before, even in the Uganda game. I think I've also realized that when the game gets physical, we do tend to lose a lot of balls.
10th position, not a bad result, I'm sure. But I'm sure there's a plan that you have for the girls from now on after the tournament. Anything that you can share with us?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps Bona would be in a better position to say. I'd say yes, 10th position, not bad. We would have wanted better, but this is what it was to be. And we are thankful. We thank God also that we managed to get at least to top 10.
These are positions that had to be filled by one team or the other. Unfortunately, it is your team, and thanks very much for making time for this interview.
Thank you very much.
There goes the coach of Botswana. Coming next shall be the Zim coach, who I'm sure is happy with the plan. Coach, it must have gone according to plan. I could see the body language from the bench, the technical team ululating after the game.
Yeah, we're so happy, we're so excited. The girls really played to instruction today. I can't really say. We're so excited.
Did you save the best for the last? I've looked at a number of your games, but today's encounter, interceptions, area battles, you won almost all of them.
Well, not really. I cannot really say that. Well, since we were fighting for position, what we told the girls, we didn't want to be on position 10. We wanted position 9. Which is the top position in the group from 9 to 12. So we wanted to be number 9. So we talked to the girls. The girls really fought hard. They played to instruction. We told the girls to defend as a team from the GS to the GK, like you saw.
And your overall impressions about the competitiveness of the tournament, not only Zimbabwe playing opponents, but generally the competitiveness of the Under-17 Cup?
The competition was very high. There are certain teams, like certain countries, I never even knew that they exist. I saw them playing very good netball. The competition was very, very high.
Coach, thank you very much for your time, and to go and enjoy and celebrate the 9th position, a very respectable position, I'm sure.
Thank you.
There goes the Zim coach, who is so happy. I can tell you, I was able to be looking at the technical team on the bench, ululating, jumping all over. They deserved it. They did so well today. Next to me is the captain of the team, Team Botswana. If you're able to see her when she was coming down here, she's limping. It was battles in the midfield. Tough encounter in the middle, I can tell.
Yes, it was a very tough encounter. Zimbabwe was here to win. They really did want to win this tournament, so unfortunately we had to lose this one.
I was looking at your team the very first quarter, very unsettled today. I don't know what was going wrong.
I think it's because Zimbabwe was playing more of a physical game and we failed to resist the physicality of the whole team. So I think next time what we've learned from this game is train against people that really use force to go for the ball.
A lesson learned. Thank you so much for making time for this interview.
Thank you very much.
There goes the limping captain of Team Botswana. I can tell you it was so physical in the middle of the court. Twice or so she had to go out to be taken care of by the medical team. Here in Botswana, Gaborone, the capital city, from the University of Botswana, where the main venue has been, I can tell you the support that this Team Botswana enjoyed has been so magnificent. It worked wonders for them, I can tell you. But I know on studio they're ready and waiting to take us through all the quarters and all the other games that we saw today. And from me and the rest of the team, next time.
living life to the fullest. I can see the difference. I'm improving day in and day out. I'm doing the most from the team. Logo to Copello. Kalija Parana, Buta Paranek, Java Java Power, Aditi Vanek, Gabuera Hurupa Jaco Tube.